Do the intro.
Yes, do the intro.
This is the Guardians and Gladiators podcast, Special Olympics based show with your hosts, Losey and Coach.
And here we are, and welcome this week to Guardians and Gladiators. My name is Losey, and always with me is Coach. How you doing?
Very good, Losey. How are you?
I am good.
Excellent. It has been some time, hasn't it?
It's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks, eh?
Really busy the last 3 weeks.
It has been
were
extremely busy this last 3 weeks.
Folks, we're sorry.
We do apologize, but for good reason, though.
That is right.
For both personal and Special Olympics professional reasons. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's good to be back. Although, it is a little bit of an odd setup again for the listening folks. We are back in the phase 2 of the setup here. We're back in the basement, just because part of my personal reasons is that the studio was taken over by many dogs.
Dogs.
Yes, we had 11 dogs in the garage because
Wow.
we foster. So 10 puppies and their mom.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so they took over the garage, so it is a giant mess, which I have to clean up, which is my honey-do list task for this weekend. So fun to look at.
Is that a list that you look and be like, yeah?
Yeah, might do that. Probably not going to do that. Oh, look, video games. Yeah, let's do that. That's way
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah. And then your wife be like, did you clean out the garage?
No.
I started.
I started, but I didn't end up finishing. Nice thing though, in the garage, I did set up my TV and I have Apple TV out there. So if I do get bored, I can just
Put it on.
put it on. Plus music in that. Anyways,
Yes.
Before we go any further, who do we have here today?
Before we get to our guest, I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers from Special Olympics to Dreams Come True with Community Living London to whatever else you want to volunteer for. This week is volunteer week, and I just want to say thank you to everyone.
That is right. It's Volunteer Appreciation Week, isn't it?
So today our guest is James Taylor. He's a Special Olympic athlete that bowls, plays on the C team, floor hockey, and whatever other sports he does. Welcome to the show, James.
Welcome, James.
Thank you.
Excellent. Welcome. And this isn't the singer James Taylor. It is the Special Olympics athlete James Taylor.
No, because the singer guy was just a little bit busy for today, so I went with my second James Taylor.
Welcome there, James. How are you today?
I'm good.
Excellent. Thanks for coming out
Thank you.
on some short notice here.
Yeah. So James, tell us about when you started Special Olympics and what sport did you start with?
Well, I started back when I was looking at the plaques I had, and it might be in the 1988 or something like that. And I have done bowling back then. I think was the first one I started with. Then did floor hockey. And then went from there to golf. And now I'm doing bowling and the new sport, powerlifting, on Sunday mornings.
Nice.
And still doing the other sports, golf and bowling. But bowling's almost done for the year.
Is it?
Yep.
When's it over?
It ends next Wednesday, and then we have a tournament in Stratford next Sunday.
Nice.
Nice.
And then what starts up just after that then? Golf is pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, golf will start up sometime in June.
It's a little later, isn't it?
No, it's June 2nd
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right. That's not too bad. So you get a tiny bit of time off.
Yeah.
Except, because hockey's done. We're done with hockey.
All done.
All done.
All done.
Yep. And then powerlifting pretty much goes most of the year. I think we'll probably have that competition in May, and then we'll probably go for a little bit longer. I know last year we had a few months off which was kind of nice throughout the summer because everybody else does all the other volunteer stuff, and all you guys usually play like 15 different sports each. So
Yeah. There's a lot out there.
you guys
only
get,
do
pretty
3.
busy. And those are baseball, hockey, and golf, right?
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah. Baseball starts up soon, doesn't it?
Yep.
And I also done baseball too, but
Yeah.
now I'm not doing baseball anymore.
You're not doing baseball anymore?
No.
How
And
come?
golf, well, I decided to take a break from golf. And then for hockey, I did for a while and then took a break. So
Right.
then I looked at what can I do. So I said, well, I'm going to try out powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
So then Rick called me one day at work and said, we're going to be doing powerlifting at the Hutton House.
Mm-hmm.
And then started out there. And then now I'm going every Sunday at the CrossFit.
Yes, you are. And how are you enjoying that so far?
I'm enjoying it very well.
You liking it?
I do.
Good, good. Who do you normally lift with?
Whatever Rick puts me, I guess.
Fair enough.
It's the James Taylor tour.
Yeah, just going around there. That's funny. All right, before we go any further, I found one, and you'll like this here. So hold on. We have this new thing now that we do.
It's time for the dad joke of the day.
I love that.
That is awesome.
This would be good for you because it's along the lines of your bowling. How quiet is a bowling alley?
How quiet?
So quiet that you can hear a pin drop.
That was a good one.
That is a good one.
Okay, now I can hear myself. That's why. I pushed the wrong button. There we go.
There we are.
There we go. So that was a good one, wasn't it?
That was a good one.
I figured you'd like that because you're a bowler. You're a medaling goal or bowling, right?
Yes.
Yes.
A gold medalist.
A gold medalist. Now, there's a lot of like summer and winter games sort of coming up, like provincial type games that are happening very soon. Are you hopefully being included in any of those, or what are your thoughts on that?
Well, hopefully to go next year to the Nationals in Calgary because I never been to Calgary and I worked so hard to get there. I just want to make that dream come true.
Mm-hmm. And what sport are you hoping to do that in?
That would be for bowling,
Okay.
That's awesome.
for 5-pin bowling.
5-pin. I think 5-pin's harder than 10-pin, to be honest.
I think so too.
Well, the balls are smaller than
It
the
is.
10-pin because the 10-pin you have all the finger holes.
Yeah.
In order to the pins like spaced out,
Yeah.
than what 10 pin is.
Yeah. But it's amazing what you guys can do with the small ball with the crazy spin and turn on it. Like, they're starting on the left side and you get the little spin and it goes all the way around to the right and then comes and hits
Right in the middle.
right
That's
in the
a
middle.
strike.
I don't know how you
Yeah.
guys do that.
Well, I know we have 10-pin, but I like 5-pin better because I was thinking that if my fingers ever get stuck, I might go down with the ball and then hit the pins at the same time.
Yeah. I've almost had that happen before. It's just one of those ones and it's like, and then your finger comes out and ball goes way up in the air and
Yeah.
smashes on the lane and
And they ask you to leave.
you just gotta turn around and put your head down and you're like, oh, it wasn't me, I swear to God.
Yeah.
So besides these games, what other games have you in after provincials?
Well, I've been to golf for the provincials once. I think that was after the first year that it started.
Yeah.
I went and I think I was rooming with Eric Brazil at that time, and that was in Toronto, and that was fun. And we just had a good time. And I think Harold Lane was also there as a coach.
Yeah.
Oh, Harold.
Yeah.
Because he was your caddy, right? Or
Well,
sort of.
see, back then, when golf first started, there was no caddies allowed in Canadian golf.
In Canadian Special Olympics golf?
Um,
Or just Canadian golf in general?
They try to follow the rules of
CPGA.
yeah, or whatever. So at that time there was, well, they don't have caddies. Why our athletes will have? We don't need them. So it was kind of
Awkward.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you would see them walking around as coaches, but you can't ask for advice from them. It was weird.
So like when it came to hitting, then you just kind of had to
Think on your own.
figure it out.
Figure out what to do, and yeah. And it was like a fun night, like fun day. We played sometimes the front nine, and
Yeah.
then we played the next day would be like the back nine. And I remember at first hole there was, I don't know if Chris was there, but I don't remember, but they had people watching you at the first hole.
Yeah.
And they had like the regular golf, and the guy said, "Okay, quiet on the tee," and all that.
Oh, like the marshal.
So
at
it
the
felt
front there.
like a pro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And where was that?
I can't remember what the golf course it was.
No, I think that was Peel Region
Oh, okay.
the first time.
Right. That was just after you guys started the program, right?
Yep, that was the first provincials,
Right.
summer provincials for golf.
Yeah. And didn't you say that there was a lot of London players there? Because
Yep.
for
Yeah.
whatever reason, we had a fairly stacked team.
We always, yeah. There was like 15 of us there.
Wow.
And there was,
there was a lot.
yeah. Then I think the second highest had like 6 or 7, and everybody else had like 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. First time for doing that for golf.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'd been to other professional games too, like the Nationals for Thunder Bay was my first time for the Nationals.
And that was for what sport?
That was for full hockey.
For floor hockey. And so you were mentioning before the show, you didn't actually play for London.
No, we played for Oakville. They needed 3 extra players because
Right.
I guess they didn't have anybody that couldn't go, and
Right.
they needed to fill the team. So they kind of took 3 players from London
Yeah.
to play with Oakville.
That's not bad. And how did you guys end up doing?
We did well. We were in the finals
Yeah.
against Quebec, and we came home with second.
Not
But we
bad.
did really well to get to the finals.
That's really good. And that was for the sea level, right?
Yep.
Nice. And how did you guys do? Or did you guys go to that one?
We never made it.
Oh, no.
We never make it that far.
No. For the Nationals, right?
Yeah.
You said that was a Nationals?
Yeah, that was national games.
It's because I wasn't coaching.
That's it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Which I guess, for those who don't know, we did have a the National Games qualifiers this past weekend.
Yes.
This past weekend here, it was hosted in London.
Yes.
We had the B and C teams playing. And was there D team? No, there
No,
wasn't.
D
No, it was
team.
just B and C teams.
B and C.
And we ended
What
up,
happened?
What did happen? Well,
Oh.
I guess let's start with the C team. How did
All
how did you guys do?
Well, I wasn't playing.
Oh, you wasn't playing that
No,
one.
but I
Don't-
heard that they came in
Right.
second, I think.
Yes.
Second.
Yeah. So the C team came in second
Yes.
overall.
Yes.
It was a pretty hard fought battles. I think some games were a little stronger than they probably should have been, but they did end up coming in second.
yeah.
And the B team.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
How did we do?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. We won gold.
We won gold,
Undefeated.
undefeated. I think we had our last
Oh.
game was it a shutout? No.
No. It
No,
was-
no, no, no. It was the game before that we had a shutout.
Yeah, the second game,
Yeah.
11-0,
11-0. And then our final game was
12,
13-3.
13-3 ish.
Yeah.
First game was 7-2.
Yeah. Yeah. So our
It was raining gold,
it
folks.
was raining gold for us, yeah. And I guess from what Rick was telling me, he said that Guelph has always been a pain in our butts. Like we have always had troubles beating Guelph.
See, before it was Guelph beating us 13-1, 13-3.
Yeah.
Like almost 20-0 at one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And us being up 8-0 on our third shift of the game. Hey,
Yeah.
don't stop. It's
Yeah.
our turn to run up the board.
That's why I said keep the gas on, boys. Let's not. I don't want to, have a Leaf situation here where we're up like 5-0 and then lose 6-5.
That'll be upset.
Yeah.
That will be an upset.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we just had our qualifier for bowling on the 2nd, and that was here in London, and it was a whole bunch of different teams from all over.
Yeah.
And some, London really did well. Some had second, but I did really well with all my scores was 165 for the first game, 551 for the second, 211 for the third game, 527. So I came home with a gold medal.
Yeah. Wow.
527?
Was the final total.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what? How did that happen?
That's really good.
Yeah.
Whoever
really
was
good.
keeping score for you, I wanted to keep score for me.
If I can get over 300, that'd
That's
be
with all the
amazing.
scores added up
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. That's really good. So you played 3 games then.
We did. We played
Yeah.
3 games, and they first when I got there, they didn't. They were one team didn't have enough players, so they wanted somebody to move to that team. So
Yeah.
I stepped up and said, "Sure, I'll help out."
Nice. Well, that's all right. That's cool. But you got gold. So
I got gold,
that's
which is
awesome.
good.
So you have a good chance of going to nationals then.
Yeah, and that's my goal to go to nationals. I being
Yeah.
to the bowling for the provincials. That
Yeah.
was when I went with what was the old coach that did baseball? Terry's dad.
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Tom
remember
Fauché,
going
right?
with them to Peterborough, and that was for bowling.
Right.
And my wife was there with me at the time, and we did really well. I got a lot of gold medals, some second medals. It was just a good time.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah, and then there was a funny thing my wife had. She was born with somebody that was ahead of her, and she was telling me that he went to bowl and his pants dropped.
Oh no.
Wait on the bowling alley.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yep. So
That's
that would be kind
terrible.
of funny to see. But
Funny and sad. That's too bad. Oh no. Hopefully that didn't count against him when he bowled though.
no.
No.
And we almost got disqualified because somebody didn't have the proper pants. And we had to, the team had to go on to the bus to Walmart,
Yeah.
wait on the bus while they went and got him the right pants so
Oh
that
my
we could continue on.
Really? So you need a specific pair of pants to
Yep.
bowl.
We do. Has to be like dark pants. Can't be like jeans or anything.
Right.
Like that.
So like
Wow.
khakis or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Wow.
That's wow, that's crazy.
Your shoelace is a different color than your other one. You can't bowl today.
Yeah. That's wild, eh? Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
No, but
That
I
they're
didn't
that
find
strict.
that either. But so I guess, but I was kind of surprised that the whole team had to go and wait with
Yeah,
them. I
that
thought
was weird.
Huh.
like the coach would just go with them and
Yeah.
get it, but
I guess maybe they didn't have enough coaches to watch everybody.
maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe. That's weird. Wow.
That was totally weird. Like,
It's still
Yeah, like
funny.
everybody just left. Wow, that's crazy. They're like, oh yeah, they'll be back.
It's funny.
Holy. Man, oh man.
Wow.
and then actually I went to Chris, the one when his team went to Toronto, and
Is it 2007 or the
2015 it was the Ottawa one.
Ottawa we went to?
Yeah, and that was for Full Hockey, and I
Yeah.
was playing for Stratford then.
Wow,
'Cause
so you're
they-
just like a free agent. You go play for anybody, eh?
He wants
Wherever
to
they need
win. He goes wherever a winning situation is.
Yeah, I came in second in Thunder Bay. So how did you do at that one then with Stratford?
We didn't do so well as we
No.
did in Thunder Bay.
Oh darn!
Yeah.
And that's the one that you guys were in as well, right?
Yep.
You guys were definitely in that one. I remember
That
but-
one was supposed to be our time.
Right.
We dominated the round robin.
Yeah.
Only letting I think 4 in during that time.
Yeah.
And then the gold medal, and then
Against who?
I think it was the Durham.
Oh, Durham. Eh?
Yeah, a lot of controversial
Oh,
stuff there. Yeah.
was it like a Wes Macaulay reffing situation, or was it just like they were?
Just we talk to them, we give them warnings. That's all we can do.
Bummer.
And
Oh,
blah
yeah.
blah blah.
Yeah.
And I think the D team went there too, but they were not supposed to go, but they were called for bench. I don't know, for something just to go, I guess, as a team.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, just as like a
Yeah,
filler team
they-
type thing.
Yeah, with the D team, they get like they don't go farther anywhere because
Because there's no other D teams, or is it just?
I think it's because of their like I don't know how to say it.
Just their overall ability is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
up to where
Yeah,
it should be. Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
But they get invited to different things.
Sure.
Like when we play our games, they're off doing other things away from the game. Like 1 year when we had it in Toronto, when all like the C and B and teams were playing,
Yep.
they take all the D teams that went there to like the CN Tower
Oh,
and,
okay.
and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Make them be part of the trip,
Yeah,
right? Be part of the tournament atmosphere.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
they just go off.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun playing for that team and also for Oakville because we flew out Monday. We took a bus from London, and then we took it across on the, I guess you call it a little ferry, to go to the island airport.
Yeah.
And then when we got there, they had troubles with their computers getting everybody in, so we had to wait. And then I guess I was going through the metal detector, and my boots set off the metal detector, so I had to take off my boots
Oh,
to
no.
go back through again, and then put them on the other side.
Oh no. Oh no.
But no, it was fun. And then we got there. It was just like Monday night was just like a traveling day.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday we played, like kind of like a seeding to see where we were play against and stuff. And then we had all the games. And I was telling Chris before, they do like a road, but it's called the Hout Helmet. So the coach will look at different players, how they do, and then I got it during practice. So everybody signs the helmet, then you get your picture with it, and then the next person will get it the next day for sportsmanship or whatever they decide.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
do.
Sort of like
That's
the
awesome.
player of the game type thing.
Yeah, and it turned out to be Jason got it the next day,
Nice.
and I think also David Kofor got it too one day.
Should almost do something like that for our team too.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll keep some of those goons out of the box.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Scotty. Maybe like as soon as you get a penalty, you're scratched off that list. You can't be player of the game.
Not this week.
Maybe we'll keep Kevin out of the box too.
Actually, you know what? He didn't have a single penalty.
No, he
at the
wanted
Wow.
chili every
qualifier.
damn time when he said, I didn't get a penalty today.
No, he didn't get a penalty. No,
I
he
need
did not.
chili.
Yeah, I know. He's eating his chili and not taking penalties.
Yeah.
But he had 3 goals, man. His hands were silky smooth. Man, he did really, really well.
Oh, yes, we all did.
Yeah, everybody did a fantastic job there. I was super happy. And myself, actually all 3 of us coaches were like so happy with how well like Ryan played.
Yeah.
Like he was unreal. Like it's like, where the heck did this Ryan come from? Like he was
That's
just
how he does.
unbelievable.
That's what he does.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That is unbelievable.
yeah, like he just yeah, it was back and forth, and he was getting into plays and blocking shots, and he was our saving grace. Honestly, if it wasn't for Ryan, we wouldn't have been
Where you are now.
well, we wouldn't have been in the tournament period, because we had two guys drop out, and luckily we had the two guys from St. Thomas. Again,
Oh,
if it wasn't for
yes.
those guys too, if it wasn't for Zach and Chris coming from St. Thomas,
Yes, we would've been-
we definitely would not have been there. But Ryan was definitely the determining factor that
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
that let us play.
Yep.
Well, I remember getting penalties when I was playing hockey because
Yeah.
there was some that I was trying to go around the guy and my stick went up and they caught it for high sticking.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to get around the guy.
Yeah, yeah. There were a few questionable calls in that last game
Oh, yes.
against Guelph.
And I guess the C team took someone from Stratford too because they needed another player because Stratford wasn't
Yes.
going to be in it. So
Yes,
they
yeah.
took one player from there.
Yep.
Actually, a lot of people were saying that if we needed an extra player, he would be a good pickup. And now that he's played in the tournament and he played for one of our London teams, he could probably potentially play for us
Yeah.
if need be. But I mean, according to the National Games countdown calendar, we have 311 days to
Before the big
figure
one.
that out.
And I heard there's a lot of sports going for that too. There's a
nine sports. I was trying to figure it out.
curling
but
is one of them.
yeah, it was curling, bowling, hockey, like floor hockey. There
Then the
was
skiing.
downhill skiing, cross country skiing. I think there was like horseshoe racing. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
Horseshoe.
I can't even say it. Horse
Snowshoeing.
snowshoe. Thank you.
Snowshoeing.
Not
I was
horseshoe.
saying
Like,
horseshoe. Why are we playing horseshoes in wintertime?
Oh man. Yeah, you tell us the end of the week. Snowshoe racing. There we go.
Yeah.
And there's some figure skating, I believe.
Figure
as well.
skating, yeah.
And speed skating.
I should put on a tutu and
Oh, that'd be so cute.
try to qualify for that.
Hey, you get to skate with Scott Moyer's mom.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they were out on the ice, both of them, Scott Moyer and
Yeah, they were there for the 50-year anniversary of their skating
yeah,
place.
yeah.
And Special Olympics London figure skating team did a skate with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I'd be part of Special Olympics for a long time and doing all the helping out at different things. And
Yeah.
then I joined all the different sports. And then one year, I guess it was 2015, we were sitting at the sports banquet. Chris remembered this. I don't know if you were there, Todd, or not.
No.
And we were just sitting there after dinner, and they were doing the awards. And then they had the sports person of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they said, well, this athlete looks like coming with London, I knew right then it would be me because I don't want anyone who looks there.
He's the only one that works there.
But then they decided, well, okay, we're going to keep you thinking because you probably don't know who it is by now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do, then that's fine. So then they played James Taylor's song. And then everybody knew, okay, we know who it is now. Yeah, we know who it is.
Playing a
Cheeky.
James Taylor
Nice.
song.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
And then we did for the first pitch at the Majors game. I know Chris did that one year.
Yeah, you did a couple years ago.
Last year.
Last year. That's right.
And I remember walking with the one that plays some Money Ducks. No, is it Money Ducks? It just played yesterday against Toronto. Corey Perry.
Corey Perry. Yep.
Yeah, I remember walking with him with the torch.
Oh, cool. So that would have been
2015.
okay. Cool.
Yep.
Wow, that's almost 10 years ago.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
jeepers. Yikes. That's cool. So you haven't been to any World Games then?
No, just nationals and provincials.
Yeah.
But hopefully one day to make it to the Worlds.
Who knows?
Hopefully.
Maybe with bowling, right? You kick
Yep.
some butt at bowling this coming year,
I
right?
don't know if 5-pin goes that far.
No?
That I don't know.
Well, let's look it up.
It's one of those.
Maybe one day I'll be a professional bowler.
Let's
One
check
of
it out.
those things like floor hockey these days only goes to the national games.
Yeah, I'm not sure which ones do. Oh, it's probably like speed skating goes to the Worlds. Yeah. And there's other ones.
Yeah, a lot of the other, like, the downhill skiing and cross country skiing, I would imagine. Special Olympics World Games Berlin. Bowling. Bowling has been part of the Special Olympics World Games since 1975.
Oh, is that 10 or 5?
Oh, that's a good question.
That
That's
is a
the
good
thing.
question.
That
there's
is a
10 and
question. It just says, 10 pins. Bowling
pins.
yep.
Yeah.
Bowling consists of 1 bowling ball and 10 pins with 12 throwers. 12 throws per player.
Or maybe down the road they'll have 5-pin going there
Yeah.
doing the words.
This one also looks like bowling has been a sport at the Special Olympics since 1975. It's also a unified sport. And estimate numbers of athletes participating is 213 athletes plus 59 unified partners.
Wow.
There you go. So yeah, it just looks like 10 pin. So it looks like you got to get into 10 pin there, James.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
the trick.
I think that's the trick there, eh?
But 10-pin is a bit harder, and I'm enjoying 5-pin.
No doubt, because you're getting gold medals.
Yep.
Yeah. Sports. Yeah, it just looks like it's...
Is that the Summer Games?
Yeah, this is the World Games in Berlin, the one that's happening in what is it, June, right?
Yeah.
June or July. What do they got here? Athletics, badminton, basketball 3-on-3, beach volleyball, bocce, bowling, cycling, equestrian. Wow.
What is that?
It's horse riding.
Oh, horse riding.
Yeah. Field hockey, football, futsal.
What? These are sports I never heard of.
Football, well, okay, so field hockey it's a little bit like floor ball, a little different, but it uses like these little weird wooden hook sticks.
It's outside.
And it's outside, yeah, so it's a little weird. Football, so soccer. Futsal, which is soccer, but it's indoor. Golf, gymnastics, artistics, gymnastics, rhythmic, handball. Weird. Judo, really? Kayaking, open water swimming, powerlifting.
Well, that's
You can
in
be a
there.
powerlifting.
Yep.
Roller skating, really? Sailing, swimming, table tennis, ping pong.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tennis and regular volleyball.
Well, I know we have volleyball that just started this year,
Yes.
but we don't have the other sports that you mentioned.
No.
Other than powerlifting.
Yeah.
Some of the sports like
Let's start a
Well,
karate session every
judo.
week, and then we
Judo.
can make it that far.
Yeah, we'd be the only ones from Canada doing judo.
yeah.
That's one thing I didn't do. I did jujitsu, which is not like judo. Judo is a little different. It's still kind of somewhat similar, but I don't know if we could do that here.
Maybe the kicks are softer than the other one.
Well, there's no kicks in judo.
There you go.
Well,
It's
who-
all like it's kind of like wrestling, grappling.
So who do we talk to? Who's the head person to get all these sports going?
Good luck with that one, James, because we sent a list and now
Yeah.
we don't get here back.
Yeah. We might get floorball. Maybe, but that all depends on how floor hockey kind of ends up, because a lot of the worlds now is playing floorball versus
Yeah.
the ringette style floor hockey that we were playing. Which I was looking at it and I'm like, oh man, like Sweden has been playing it. Like they're the ones that started it,
Yep.
and they've been playing it for like over 15 years now at this point.
Thanks to them, there's no more ringette floor hockey at the World Games.
Yeah. So, because if I look, well, just field hockey. That's what they have on here. They don't have like hockey, but I guess that would be at a winter sport one. So, field hockey has been a sport at Special Olympics since 2023 as a demonstration sport. Estimated number of athletes participating is 130. Now, again, this is field hockey.
Yeah, but then again, how, if it was just a demonstration sport, make it to the Worlds and it just started?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe a lot of these are going to be like demonstration sports. I feel like bocce's been in there since 91.
Yeah. But some of these sports we need to have, but then I guess to
Yeah.
get the coaches to come out and the players to.
Well, yeah, it's
to do
that
it.
and all the other teams. It's like volleyball, right? Like we're the only team within, well, between us and like Ottawa, I think is the only other team that has volleyball. And, you know, we're not going to do any tournaments for 2 teams.
No, makes no
It doesn't
sense.
doesn't make any sense to do that. And I don't know what volleyball is, you know, across the other provinces. So
Yeah.
that's going to be the other.
See, St. Thomas had the same issue with tennis.
Yeah.
So they started tennis, but nobody else has a team around here
Yeah.
for them
That's
to
one
play.
sport we don't have is tennis. And
No.
No.
So they were the lucky ones when they did a segment on the London News about their tennis program, and they had the best thing because of being like the only 12-player team that goes out to practice tennis. Always got invited to the Rogers Cup in Toronto every
cool.
time.
That'd be so
So
cool.
like they go there maybe on the Saturday, or once they said they went for the championship rounds on the Sunday, the final rounds, and they had a box. They give them a full box watching tennis, and
Wow.
all the pros.
Oh,
Some
wow.
of the pros came up
Go
to
up and chat and
meet
stuff.
them and stuff.
Lucky guys.
It's like, of course you're going to get picked. You're the only team.
No doubt. That's so awesome.
But yeah, it's hard to get new sports.
Yeah.
it is because you need, the coaches and then the time for the athletes to.
You guys see who's doing it, and if
Yeah.
it's
And who's interested too, right? Like that's the thing with volleyball, right? It's a brand new sport that we just started this year, and we had, I think there were almost 20 people that potentially signed up, but we only had 5 or 6 athletes that would come out on a regular basis. So I mean, I think at the end of the year there, I think we had more coaches than players, to be honest.
So the coaches will play it then.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was kind of sad because, I mean, like, I love playing volleyball. Like, I mean, I've played it for a long, long time. But I would love to see it go a lot further, definitely. But, I mean, it could be the case, too, where, I was looking up and unified volleyball might be a better solution because, for a few of the athletes anyways, like, they're probably too good for a regular volleyball team, or at least like we need more athletes to kind of even out the team a little bit. Cause again, it was first time, nobody really knew. So we didn't have any sort of divisioning like a B or a C or, an A team or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with a few of the athletes, they were definitely, like B level players. And then we definitely had some C level players, which is fine. Right. Like, we need them to come out and,
True. Well, I can hopefully see that volleyball will, start to pick up around everywhere.
yeah, I hope so.
know,
I think there's a little bit more interest in it now that there's been a few athletes that have played it. They've, talking to their friends and other teammates about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like with golf too. When it first started off, we only had a couple of players that went out and coaches, and then it grew since then.
Yeah,
yes,
we'll see.
golf only started with maybe 15
That's right,
athletes.
Yeah, and like the next year, the year after, it was like 10 times the size.
80 athletes later.
It got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it just keeps going and going. Have you ever played any unified golf, James?
Like, what do you mean by uniform?
So it would be like yourself and then like a non-Special Olympics athlete.
Well, I met when we went to the tournaments. I played with my mom once. She's a golfer,
Yeah.
but not a Special Olympics athlete.
Right. So that would be,
Yeah.
that would be the case. Like, cause we had the 2 tournaments right last year
Yep.
that we went to. So like the one tournament we were partners.
Yep.
That was at the end of the year tournament for the Eagles, right?
Yep.
Right. Were you at that?
I was at that one. Yeah,
Then we went to
Did you play with your mom then?
I did.
Okay.
Grimsby.
No, it wasn't Grimsby.
No.
It was in between Newmarket and Toronto.
Yeah.
Gromley, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a unified invitational tournament that they had there.
One team that won.
Yeah, they
They
should
didn't
have won.
follow the rules.
They really didn't follow the rules.
No.
I hate that.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be a foursome, and it was 2 athletes, like 2 Special Olympics athletes and 2 non-athletes. So I played with Hayden Walker and his dad and Rob Walker. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
And then Rob Wilson.
Rob Wilson.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Rob Wilson. Yeah. So he was a good guy. So that was my partner. And then Hayden and his dad were the other ones. But yeah, the team that won just cleaned up. And it was
3 on Special Olympic people.
Yeah.
And then 1 athlete.
Yeah. Still a little salty about that, eh?
Two of them works as pros
Yeah, I
at
was gonna
golf
say
courses.
they're amateur pros, yeah.
Yeah.
At golf courses. So that was a little
That was odd.
yeah.
But
And they were behind us the whole time, so it was just like hurry up and swing.
yeah.
It was kind of sucked by the end there, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that was a fun tournament of a Clumbering Creek.
Yeah,
too.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. How did you guys?
Did you like it though?
What do you mean?
Like it was a good tournament that we played, but do you like playing there?
Honestly, I think that's probably the second time I've played there.
Ah.
So, I mean, it's an easy course as far as. I mean, not to say that I'm a good golfer, because I clearly am not a good golfer. You saw me slice some of those balls. But,
Oh yes.
But I mean, as far as 9-hole courses go, it's a fairly open course. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not bad. I mean,
Well, I never played golf before, but I would practice like maybe out in the schoolyard and hit a couple of golf balls here
Yeah.
and there. And
Break
then-
some windows and run.
And then I went golfing with my brother, and it was at the same golf course, but it was a different setup then. It was 9 holes, then
Yeah.
12 holes.
was it 12 now, right?
Yeah, it's the first ever
And
regular size golf course that has 12 holes.
Right.
And I remember he was showing me how to stand, how to hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So then I go hit the ball, and it was the best shot of the day because it landed right on the green.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
And that was the talk of the wedding.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is actually on his wedding day. We went golfing with his buddies.
Oh,
The
yeah.
day before, the day of his wedding.
Oh, wow.
I think the ground is just a little too hard.
Yeah, there are definitely some parts of the like the fairways that are a
Yeah.
little chunky.
It's a fun golf course, but I remember sometimes was playing with my friend Jeff, and we had a golf ball there, and it landed near one of those geeses,
Yeah.
and the fin would hiss at me because I was near him. It's like he didn't want me to be there. It's like, you're in my territory.
Yeah.
And then there was one time I was playing over at the one in Dorchester, and the geese didn't even move. So
Yep.
I was up there hitting the ball. It actually hit him, but he just looked up like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
And then continued on playing.
Yeah. That's funny.
He was kind of like dozed, like, what was that?
That wasn't a piece of bread. That's funny. That's funny. So you did mention that you work at Community Living London.
Yes.
How long have you been there?
I've been there, well, it was more than 20 years. I started, I think, with the year my mom and my stepdad got married. So I've been there for a long time
Oh, wow.
as a receptionist.
Oh, cool. You like it? You have fun
Yeah,
there?
I like
He
it.
hanged up on me once.
Probably for good reason. You were probably being a jerk.
I asked for somebody. Just hold it. I'll get them. Boop. And I looked. I said to Stacy, freaking James Jerky Taylor just hanged up on me.
That's funny.
And then I'm like, I'm calling back.
Yeah.
Be nice. Okay.
That's funny. So you were at that the Night of Heroes then?
Yes, I was on the show too.
Yeah.
The second half.
Oh, okay. You were. Yeah. I think I remember seeing up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you gone to all of those or?
I've been to most of the Night Heroes. I've been to, well, there was one when we had it over at the 4 Point, no, 4 Point, well, I think it was 4 Point, 4 Point Sheraton. But it was with different clothes and stuff, like people that had different outfits. So we
Okay.
would go back, change,
change
and
and
then
then
go
do it
into
again.
another outfit and then go back and
Wow.
change.
So it was like a real fashion show.
Yeah, so then they
Ah,
changed it since then. And
Yeah, yeah.
That was just a big freaking party.
Yeah. it was mental. It was just like, wow. It was so much going on. That was my first experience in that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And then the auction,
Did they end up saying how much they made?
I think it was 7. No, I forget. But they made a lot.
Yeah.
It was
107. or something.
$170,595 or something like that.
All together.
Altogether.
That's including the tickets that were sold. And then the
Tickets,
sign auction.
auction,
Yeah.
the
All those like,
you have $500. I know you do.
And then the money that they collect from people.
yeah.
Because like the auction, they had the sign auction. They had you could win a day with Nick Papalava, like lunch with Nick, and the other one was breakfast with the mayor.
Oh.
If you wanted to sit with him in the morning.
Sure.
How was your breakfast? Well, I told the mayor off. Spent $250 at an auction just to tell him off. Where I realized I could have done it for free.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's nuts. Well, that's crazy good though then.
It is.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Did you do the torch run polar plunge?
No,
No, you didn't do that.
no, because people told me about it, but it was on June when I worked, so I couldn't do it.
January.
Because he's scared.
No.
No, when was it? That was like
March.
Yeah, March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Month and a
No,
half
I
ago.
didn't do it, but I like to do it, but I
Yeah.
didn't do it because it was a work day and they needed me at work and stuff.
Yeah.
But I saw Chris jumping into the lake, not the lake, but and then the
pool.
pool. And
Yeah.
I was saying to Jason, next year they should do it at the what do you call that place? Fanshawe Lake.
Oh,
And
fancy.
just go in
Oh,
there
and
and
just
jump
like
in and
run. Yeah.
run into it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
A lot of them did
That's a
that.
good idea.
A
Yeah,
lot of them did that.
Yeah.
they did
Well,
by the lake
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
any like Port Stanley or anything around there
Yeah.
would definitely do it. They would jump in Lake Erie and stuff like that.
Norfolk.
But Norfolk
They
would.
they had a big beach party for it.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's down that way.
Yeah.
They're not too far from the lake.
And last year or the year before, I remember Derek Spence went to Port Stanley and then jumped off the pier
Yeah.
into the water.
Crazy guy. Crazy guy. But yeah, I mean, it would make sense for those communities to do that. I mean, it's tough for us to do it, right? Because I didn't even think about doing it at Fanshawe Lake because we do have that here, and
Yeah.
it would be kind of tough, right? Because I think a lot of it has to, you'd have to be able to get the athletes out there, right? Like
Yeah.
some of them might not be able to drive out there, and
No.
Yeah.
with it being at Fanshawe, like you can get there within 1 or
I
2
remember
buses,
the
right? So-
first year I did it was at Victoria Park.
oh yeah.
People were still skating out the outdoor skate,
Yeah.
and it was plus 10.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that would be cold.
That'd be great.
And how was the water itself?
I was still cold.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Here we are, has the pool, and then people skating around us.
Oh wow.
kind
That'd be
of.
weird. That'd be so weird.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video from this year, and there's I'm not sure who it was. There was a guy who was jumping in, and as he was getting ready to he was jumping in. Somebody had like a bucket of ice, dumped it in.
Oh, that was the very first jump.
Yeah.
That was the Fanshawe president, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they jumped in and they threw a big bucket of ice in just after that for everybody else.
I know the water was so cold.
Was it?
I lost my sandal
Yeah.
on the stairs trying to get out,
Oh, did you?
and I felt I'm like,
Oh, I missed that.
screw it.
I missed
It's
it.
going to stay there. I don't need it.
Oh, no. Oh, so you don't have it anymore?
They got it.
Oh, they got it for
They
you.
got it out as I got out of the pool, but I was
Oh,
like, I was not going back and getting it.
Well, I remember Bill Mills going in. And he came out and coming out and goes, "What happened to my hair?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that. And
It was
the
funny.
slow motion video there.
The second time I did the polar plunge, they had to stop like every third jumper.
Uh-huh.
They had to stop it because it was starting to crystallize on
Oh no,
top.
because it was that cold.
It was during a snowstorm.
Oh wow, I'm surprised it didn't do that this year. I mean, it was like minus 15 out that day. Like,
That was a cold day.
I know.
it was a beautiful day, like sunny and everything. But holy cow, was it cold?
I know it's not a usual
Yeah.
March
Well,
weather.
I mean, it was nice because we were in that little courtyard thing there, and a lot of the wind was kept down to a minimum because
Yeah.
it was bloody cold.
Yeah, I haven't done the pole vaulting, but I've done the ice bucket challenge, and then I nominated Rick to do it. And
Okay.
he was at the golf course,
Yeah.
and he said, "Oh, I was nominated by James Taylor, who's now going to be suspended for the next couple of weeks or something." But it never happened because he said it was for a good cause.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. I still have the video on it of him doing it.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun taking the video of everybody. It was pretty fun.
It was cold.
It was cold.
And then I asked him how he was after. He says, "Well, I'm good, but I'm still wet."
Yeah. So, so what are your plans going forward this year? What events are you hoping to, or are you scheduled to compete in?
Well, golf this year, I guess it's going to be totally different because I heard from a friend that they're going to have the chippers, and then they're going to have the ones that are eagles that are not so advanced but good.
Yeah.
Will be playing somewhere else, and I guess like Humber Creek, and then the ones that are really good will be playing at a different golf course.
So that'll be you probably then, right? Like,
That would be me.
yeah, because Eagles was the highest level last year, right?
Yes.
And then they're
It's
gonna
always
do, like,
the Eagles.
yeah.
Yeah, it was-
So the
yeah, so
Eagles
chippers-
are
So
bumping up, and then they're adding another,
What they want is, so you got the chippers.
which is the tin cup. No, that's above the tin cup players, right?
No, that is the Tink.
Oh, that's the tin cup.
So it's the chip and putt tournament
Right.
for them. And then it went to the Eagles, but he's splitting them up with like Eagle 1,
Right.
Eagle 2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like Eagle 1 be like the chippers that are moving up, but not quite ready to play on a
With,
real
like, you
golf
guys.
course.
Yep.
And then there's only going to be like maybe 10
Of the
10 or 15 of us that are
Eagle
in.
A or whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
That's good because then you can at least get a little bit more time,
Yeah.
right? You're not waiting for so many people.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun too, different,
It's going to be fun.
because it got bigger and bigger as we went on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we went to the tournament, it was,
We went to a Stratford tournament, me and James, and
yes, that was fun.
they
too.
don't do it was not an individual play, it was team of 4.
Mm-hmm.
We came second in that tournament, me and James, our
Nice.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Nice. That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it was me, James, Doug Tuckey, and I forget who else. But Doug Tuckey was on our team when we went there.
Yeah,
And we came second.
Cool.
and we lost a player this year to death. Well,
right.
that died for golf.
Bishop, right?
Yeah,
And I remember,
Steven.
Or Stephen Bishop, yeah.
yeah, and I remember the tournament we had at the Fox. I was playing with him on my team, so that was the last tournament he did
Yep.
before he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not cool, but that's cool that you were able to play with him.
Yeah.
Before that happened. Now you're not going to be participating, or are you going to be participating in the? What's the spring? It's the spring games, right? It was the 2022 spring games. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be doing. That's
The
in
ones
Waterloo.
Are you being in that one or for
No.
anything? No.
I think that's for the summer sports, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, no.
No.
That's for swimming.
See, that's why I thought bowling was where you're going for bowling, because there
You would think so.
a lot of them that we're at that qualifier was going for that too, but I don't know.
No, well, for the bowling, 5-pin, like 10-pin's going somewhere else next year.
Yeah, that would be the Waterloo game.
That'll be the lottery ones. And then 5-pin is going to Calgary because they're considered a winter sport. It's in the winter category.
Yep.
That's weird, isn't it?
That is so weird. Yeah. It really is. I mean, technically, really, golf can be any kind of year, but I guess it's just when
Can't play 5-pin in the summertime. It's wintertime only.
Yeah. And you can't play golf in the winter either
yeah.
because then your ball will get lost in the snow.
Send us to the States and we carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's some powerlifters that are going to the Waterloo games. I think is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, because we've got Jamie's going, Kevin's going,
Christoph,
Curtis. I think those are the four that have already pre-qualified for it, so they're already in. But I think there's some few spots left.
Yeah.
when those games were supposed to be on, they only had 5 athletes at powerlifting.
Yeah, now there's like 12.
And it was London was the first team to have the whole team qualify for provincial games.
That's crazy. I mean, with most of the guys that we have and girls, I think a majority of them could probably make it. Honestly, of the we have 4 girls now. I think we can definitely have 2 of them there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
That could definitely be there.
Well, this will be my first tournament for powerlifting because I never.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I just joined this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
And I remember, one year before COVID, I went to the one they had at the YMCA.
Okay.
And I was just watching them, and then I was thinking, I'd like to try this.
Yeah.
So then I decided, okay, I'm going to do powerlifting. And since COVID hit, I've been doing it online when we did it online.
Yeah, I do. I remember seeing you on the
And stuff like that.
on
Yeah.
the online exercise. Yeah.
And now, so this is my first one, so it should be good.
Yeah. Are you excited about it?
I am.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good because I know what I can do and can't do.
Yep.
Because I guess I found out that I'm stronger in my deadlift than I am my
Bench press.
bench press.
Don't worry, buddy. Everybody is.
Yeah, because I was doing up to 260 with the dead press, and then I was going to do 265, but I knew that. No, I can't get this up.
Yeah.
I can't get it up.
That's not bad, man. For beginner deadlifter, dude, that's pretty good, man.
That is pretty good.
yeah.
That's really good, especially because considering you've only been doing it for a few months now, right?
Yep.
So that's good on you, man. Yeah, I mean, you get up there in no time. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's
It'll
a
take
nice. It takes a little bit of time, but honestly, if you're very consistent with it,
Yep.
you'll see your numbers go up and up and up. And that's the nice thing about being a beginner, right? Because you get those the newbie lifts, the newbie gains. So
Two newbies.
yeah, the newbie gains, it's a real thing. So you'll see it'll skyrocket, and then it'll just kind of plateau a bit, and then it'll start going up again. But as long as you keep at it, and
Which is good. Yeah.
yeah, like the coaches that we have there are awesome. So
Yeah,
we're always so supportive of you guys.
I only missed 2. Well, I only missed 2 practices. Well, one that was for the qualifier, and then I'm going to miss the end of the month because the Bowen is going to Stratford.
Oh, okay,
But
that's fine. You can miss one here.
the
And there.
guy, can't be in 2 pieces of lunch unless there was 2 of me, and then you could call me, and hopefully the good one will stay behind.
Of course, James Taylor would be the first person to be cloned.
Yeah,
It'll be like that movie. What was it? Santa Claus 2, when he goes into the machine, and he gets out with himself, but as a toy or something.
Oh,
The toy Santa. I mean, kind of scary though.
yeah, that'd be a little freaky. Anyways, so that's good. You're good, excited for that tournament. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
I think we'll have fun. We had a lot of fun at the one in London. When was that? I think the end of last year. It was pretty fun. So
Yeah, and I like doing powerlifting because it's good. And I don't have like the big weights, but at home I will practice doing the deadlift with 5-pound dumbbells, and
it's all right.
I don't mean Chris though.
What a guy.
Chris is a dumbbell. Awesome. Well, I only have one more question, so I don't know if you have anything else there.
Oh, good.
You're good. All right, James. Well, thank you for coming. I do have one more question.
Sure.
It's a question we ask everybody. You have 2 bowls in front of you. One of them is chips. One of them is sweets. Which one are you going for?
Okay, you have a bowl of chips.
Yep. Any flavor, your favorite flavor, whatever.
Okay.
Or a
Candy.
big bowl of candy. Whatever kind of candy is your favorite. Gummies or chocolate or whatever. That's your sweets. It's just a bowl full of sweets or a bowl full of chips. Which one are you reaching for first?
Neither.
What? What? What?
Folks, for the very first time on Guardians and Gladiators, we will not put a check mark on any of the
Chips or sweets?
scores. Wow.
Oh, James, you're blowing my brain here, buddy. Really, eh?
Thank you for wrecking our game.
Well, I probably choose chips, but
All right.
I've been doing a thing called Top, so I'm watching losing weight and stuff, so that's why.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right.
If you were
Again.
not on this program,
Yeah. If
what
were
would
not-
you be eating?
There you go.
If I could choose one,
Yes.
it would probably be the chips and chocolate.
Chips and then chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're reaching for chips first because it's one or the other.
It'll be chips first.
Chips first. Okay. We got there, folks. We got there. James is going with chips. But good on you for being healthy. You're being with this guy too.
This guy.
Yes,
Yep.
this guy too. Because he started doing some weight loss stuff.
Yes, I have.
And how's that going?
Good. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Because he was told that he was pre-diabetic.
Pre-diabetic.
Oh dear.
Oh, boy.
Well,
And so now he's exercising a little bit more, but it's the food thing, right? Like
Yep.
that's where a big thing has changed. So how much are you down now?
When I started, I was at 225, and I'm 213.
Good for you.
yeah. And I started a program, and it was going down.
Yeah.
Kept going down, and then recently it was going up, and now it's going back down again.
Good.
And because it's a fun program, they're like a bunch of people that encourage you and
Okay.
lift you up
Yeah.
and
It,
get say that you could do it and
Yeah.
you're doing well and stuff.
is that through community living?
It's a program that I found out through my mom called TOPS.
Oh, okay.
And it stands for Take Off Pounds Sensibly.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Nice.
Called Tops.
Tops.
And it's a good program, and they're just encouragement.
Yeah.
They don't say, "Oh, why'd you have that bag of chips?" or "Why'd you have that chocolate bar?" They
Sure.
just,
Because I don't listen.
but they just go and say, "Okay, well, you had that chocolate bar, and
Yeah.
there's no sense of beating yourself up because you had something
Sure.
bad."
Yeah. One thing's not going to kill you.
No,
You just make sure that you're
well,
good. Well, in your case,
you can have one day.
I
When
don't know.
we just, yeah.
Yeah, you can have one day when you cheat, and then
Yeah.
next
I mean,
day you got to
it's-
do well.
as long as you're, at the end of the week, you're happy with what you've eaten and you've done your due diligence and trying to be as best as you can, then
Yep.
Oh yeah,
drink lots of water and
that's the main thing. Water, and West Pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard because I love pop,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
love everything that was so good.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can definitely get those things that are good.
James,
And,
I have not had a pop since February.
Wow, that's good.
that's awesome, buddy.
And the hardest part is too when you gotta go through the checkouts at the dollar store.
Oh, and there's
the
all
first
those
thing you pass is chocolate bars,
chips,
chips, and all that
pop.
junk food right there.
Yeah,
it's
just
like
so
okay,
easy just to
this
grab
is
a whole
good.
bunch of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Those buggers get you every time.
They get you right at when you just bought the cash
Yeah.
out.
You're just like, oh, it's just right there. I'll just grab one, whatever. Yeah. And my problem is it's a whole big bag of chips later, and I'm just like, oh no, what did I do?
Just open another one.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep. Anyway,
that gets you every time.
every time.
Every time.
Same with the grocery store. It's right there at the front when you cash out. It's like, why do you put the chips and chocolate bars when people are cashing out?
They do that on purpose.
Yep.
They
So
do.
it gets you to
On
buy more.
purpose.
You
Yep.
do.
Yep. Because it's just quick. You just grab it,
Yeah.
nice and easy.
It's like they call your name out. Come and grab me when you go by. I'm waiting for you.
Buggers. Buggers. Anyways. All right. Well, I'm good.
I'm good.
You good? James,
good.
thank you so much for coming out.
Well,
Yes.
thank you very
Joy,
much.
joy talking with you and
Yes.
finally getting to know you. I know we've been at powerlifting a few times there and chatted back and forth, but
Yep.
do appreciate you coming down.
Well, thanks for having me, Chris.
You're
and Sean.
welcome.
All right, there.
Thank you for
Losey.
coming.
You want to shut her down there, bud?
Shut her down.
Let's go.
Until next week, folks, be kind, be safe. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.